Hey, we're on time today. No running around. We actually had a decent amount of time to get on here.
You sound like you've been running around.
Do I?
A little bit huffing and puffing.
Oh boy. Out of shape.
No.
40 years old, showing.
No. You're in good shape.
So we were kind of talking back and forth what we were going to talk about today, and kind of came to a blank, but nonetheless, we're here and we'll talk about some stuff. Obviously, Super Bowl just passed. We were watching it. I was going for the Eagles and was heartbroken, lost out on some bets. But it was still a great game, and a lot of people enjoyed it. We had some people over.
We did, yeah. It was fun.
And
It's always good. It's good for like the food. I mean, those that don't care about
Always
football,
too much
it's
food.
for the food,
There's too much
for
food
the
sometimes.
drinks, and then next day you feel probably bloated, not so good, maybe hungover.
Hi, Aldona. Martha's sister's on. She's had her birthday on Valentine's Day, so
Yeah.
happy 40th birthday.
She's
you had a great
she's
day.
part of your club.
Yeah, exactly. You're still too young
I'm
to...
still enjoying my 30s.
Yeah, there you go.
Although 40 is a good decade from what I hear.
We'll see. I'll let you know how it goes.
Right now, as it stands, I'm okay. I wouldn't be upset to turn 40.
Awesome.
But give it, 2 years? And maybe I'll think differently.
So, what else has been happening? So, we finished our little renovation at our house.
Almost.
Almost finished?
Yeah, we still gotta do the stairs.
Okay, that's true. Well, we redid the floors in our house. And we went from a very, very extremely dark color to essentially complete opposite, very, very light color. And we finished ahead of schedule.
Yes, ahead of schedule. A few reasons. I think, obviously the light colors are on trend, very much on trend, but that really wasn't the reason why we did it. We will confess why we did it. And it's because we wanted really dark floors, like they're almost black. And of course, most of you know we have a dog that sheds. And you see everything. So for those of you who are considering dark floors, they look beautiful, they really do, but I would highly suggest you not get them. You're gonna hate it, especially if you have a household that's busy. We also had our hardwood floors in our kitchen. Our kitchen is quite open and it's visible. So any crumbs, any water spots, anything like that, it shows.
Let's just say the vacuum got to work out every day. So
Andrew was like Molly Maid here every single day. He's obsessed with the vacuum.
not anymore.
Our poor battery on that vacuum was
Dying.
getting workout.
Yeah.
So we just decided, this is too much. This is not conducive to what we do. We're not comfortable with it. It's time for a change. And we did that and we're happy.
Yeah.
Basically, we don't have to vacuum as often. So our house now is dirty.
It doesn't look dirty. Perfect. So we finished early. We actually gave ourselves a schedule to finish this week on Friday. And we were actually lucky. Not lucky. We pushed hard and we finished last week on Monday or Tuesday. And then I still had a few extra days. I built a poker table from scratch. So I took 2 or 3 days and built a poker table. So had some extra time and did that. So that's good. And now everything's pretty much done.
The nice thing is when you do things like that, like when you get into the rhythm of things and you change a few things in your home, I find it makes you kind of declutter. Go through, because obviously we had to move things from one room to another. And it gave me that energy to be like, I'm not wearing this. We don't need this. This is garbage. Donation. Garbage this, garbage that. And it just felt good. It felt like
Empowering
in
Liberating.
that we have more space. The house is more organized. Because you know what? You do accumulate quite a bit over the years.
Yeah. And,
And
just tend to
if
put
you're
things
not...
here,
Exactly,
here,
right?
And it builds up, right?
It gets... It's a buildup of crap, truthfully. And
It's got to clean out.
you do. You have to do that once in a while. And I think there was perfect
So that
timing.
kind of pushed us to do that. So yeah, the only thing left to do now is just I gotta take the stairs and pretty much sand them all down and restain them to match the hardwood, which we have color match stain. So I'm not gonna do that just yet. I sit back and relax a little bit, and we'll do it.
We don't have time to do it yet.
Yeah, we don't have time to do it right now.
We obviously are.
We need to get back to work.
Back to work,
Yeah.
and in general, just there's something else coming up. So it's one of those things where it's going to have to wait.
Yeah. So talking about work, last week we put the stats out, and as many of you might have noticed, it was quite alarming to see average sale prices in all the markets down quite considerably. Sales were also down quite considerably. But, keep in mind, these stats came out year over year, and, last year at this time, January, which is what I did the stats for, we were approaching that height of the market. So there's no surprise that that all those numbers are down. The one thing that is up, which is not really the greatest thing, it's good for buyers, but not good for sellers, is inventory is starting to creep up there. We're starting to come out of a seller's market and into a balanced market, very, very slightly though. Although there are still places that are selling in multiple offers, and there are still places that are selling quite quickly. In fact, this morning I was checking out some places that sold in Milton, and there was a place in Milton. It was a detached home with a single car garage, around 1,500 square feet, finished basement. It was listed at $999, and ended up getting multiple offers and sold for $1,150,000. So
wow,
yeah. And that happened just in a few days. I mean, it's all about, price. They obviously priced it at the price of a townhouse, right? And it's a detached home. So,
strategy.
There's still going to be places that are going to sell for multiple offers, but there's strategy involved with how the place will sell at multiple offers.
Although to your point of multiple offers, we are hearing and seeing that certain places, again, not the very high, multi-million-dollar places, but lower end. And I'm thinking, 900,000 for a detached home. When you see that, that's considered lower, right? And that's why it's driven multiple offers. But in general, even townhomes or condo towns, the lower priced properties, they're not intended, let's say, to be set for multiple offers, but we are seeing the really good ones, if they're priced right, they are getting multiple offers, not their intention, but they end up getting multiple offers. It's not selling $100,000 over, but it is getting list price or close to list price. So we are seeing that pick up.
Yeah, it's true. And, places are selling. If they look good and they're priced properly, they will sell. There are some places that, the inventory is just really, really high. And for some reason, places are not selling. We have a condo on the market right now, and the place looks great. It's priced pretty good. But just since the new year, inventory in the certain complex has been piling up and piling up and piling up. And
nothing has been moving.
And there's not a lot of buyers coming through. Mm-hmm. So,
you've got waves, pockets and waves. Some pockets are experiencing really good market, and then there's other pockets, like we just talked about, are not.
Yeah. Ace, I can't read the rest, but Varesh, we know it's you. Thanks for tuning in. Rental market is very, very strong and active.
Good segue to actually what we want to talk about.
If you're thinking about buying a rental unit, or you have a rental unit that you need to get new tenants, man.
Or you would rent out.
They're going very, very quickly. So.
Yeah, and
high demand.
High demand, low inventory, and on this topic, I think it's important to talk about certain experiences we've had recently. So again, there are a lot of people trying to find rent. So obviously anything that comes up, people are jumping. We had a situation where we are working with clients and a rental property came up. Two things. Right away, no pictures were done on the property. And then you look into the details a little bit further. There's a tenant in the property. So of course our clients are like, listen, we'd like to go see this place, but there's no pictures. Can you find some information about this? Yeah, of course. So first of all, from experience, we think about, okay, no pictures and tenant. Ooh, not good. Like that's like red flags all around. Yeah. There's a reason there's no pictures. Probably the property is not in good shape. Of course, some tenants will not even allow you to take pictures, but you look back on, okay, when the landlord first time had the property up for rent prior to this current tenant.
The original rental.
Exactly. Let's see if there's pictures in there.
Vacant.
No pictures. Again, red flags. we think to ourselves, okay, well, maybe you just rent it very quickly without having the pictures done. Hold on. Oh, there we are. Our big thing is, we're back. If you don't have everything in order, like if you don't have the pictures ready to go, just delay going on the market the 1-2 days. Because you know what happens? When we see no pictures from our experience, we tell our clients, okay guys, we see no pictures. I can't even find pictures from the very first time they leased. The property is probably in bad shape. You know, and if there's a tenant, probably it's even highly likely it's in bad shape. So you kind of skip it over.
So essentially not having the pictures right from the start when you go on the market, you know, you're going on the market and essentially you're missing out on buyers that are looking at your unit on the line, going on with
our internet.
Yeah. So anyways, you're missing out on buyers that are looking, you know, it comes online fresh, boom, brand new place for rent and no pictures. Well, obviously a buyer or a tenant is just going to look right past that and they'll miss it. And then by the time you get the pictures on, well, you're, what is it, 2 days old, 3 days old, a week old? Who knows? What we're trying to say is, you know, you shouldn't be going to the market unless you have one.
Yeah, we're frozen. We're back. Andrew, are you gonna give a nice call to Kojiko after this?
Yeah, who knows what happened?
Oh, guys, if you know Andrew, he's pretty ticked off right now. It's okay. I would say other times, I'm a martini. Yeah. Just water.
So yeah, so very important when you go to the market, fresh new listing, whether it's a sale or it's a rental unit, you want to have your pictures ready to go because you're going to miss out on that. You know, that pretty much the fresh listing. It's brand new. It's right hot for that.
Yeah, people
for that
will
person.
not look back. I mean, and the funny thing is, with this particular property, we did end up going to see the property. Okay, we prepared our clients mentally. Listen, let's expect the worst. It wasn't. To our surprise, it was not. And now this property, before they saw it to the time we actually took them out, because again, there was a tenant, you got to give notice and coordinate schedules. Anyway, it was on the market for over 3-4 days now. And no pictures. Till this day, there's still no pictures of that property. And it does not show badly. Like probably out of all the places we've seen with tenants, this one was actually very well kept. Mm-hmm. Which is unfortunate because if we're saying this to our clients, I'm sure other agents are saying the same thing to their clients. Yeah. Same with properties for sale. Today one came up in Burlington. Interesting property on a great street in a beautiful area. You know, it has a pool. You read the description, it sounds good, but there's no pictures. Like, why miss that? Why miss that opportunity? Just give it a day or two to put your best foot forward. We always say that. Yeah. People do judge the book by its cover. I hate to say it. Okay, you do look at homes first.
Or in this case, they judge the house by the first picture.
Exactly.
And make sure the first picture is a really good picture, not like random. We see so many times random order of pictures, like picture of the basement, like.
That's not even nice looking.
Basement bedroom. Yeah. Picture is the first picture that comes on.
Or better yet, the pictures are not even rotated correctly. So you get the picture and it's upside down.
Oh yeah. Or they're really, really small little pictures because they don't have a proper photographer.
They use cell phones.
Yeah.
Oh, we can go on and on about this. But anyway, like I said, you're hiring a professional. Make sure things are done professionally. Because you do, when there's buyers out there, and there are buyers that are just sitting on the sidelines waiting for that nice property. And again, this is why the good ones go quickly. So if you're going to do it right the first time. You only have one shot.
Yep, exactly. So,
jeez, we're really like...
What?
Giving our 2 cents about having pictures and having them right.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't know. What else
we had a question here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, from Varesh. Rental of his house, we talked about this, Varesh. I know, I got to get you this info. And moving to a smaller unit myself, if that's worth it. Great question. Yeah, I think
I don't know if that was really a question or more of just a statement.
no, because we talked
he
about
said,
rental.
his question was, what's the rental market like? And he's like, and then he's making a statement. But
Yeah.
regardless, keep going.
Okay, so the short answer is I gotta get you more information. But basically, it's an overview, it's an analysis to see, okay, what does your current home rent for? What could it rent for? And then obviously what you would require, and does that make sense? Are you losing money by renting your current home to somebody else and also renting another property for yourself? Or is it a smart decision because now maybe you're making a little bit more money, or maybe you're breaking even, but you're in a smaller space. Maybe you don't need a house that's this big, right? Like it's all those things you got to take into account. So
and we've actually gotten a few inquiries about how much my house is worth and how much do you think the rental market could get for my house. So we've actually gotten that question a few times already this year.
Yeah.
So moving forward, I guess we'll see what's going to happen with March 8th, because March 8th they're doing another announcement for interest rates, and a lot of people, a lot of buyers, a lot of sellers are sitting on the fence and thinking what they're going to do, and they're thinking they're going to be waiting until March 8th until the announcement's made, because that is going to impact what the market does and how things go further into the spring market. There's a lot of discussion about whether it's going to be nothing or if it's going to be 0.25 or higher. We're hoping that it will be nothing. That would be best case scenario, because that means that things are, being controlled. What they wanted to do is happening, and it'll start pushing the market into a better space. If they raise the interest rates yet again, then that will kind of delay the market from picking up steam and turning into a better market. A lot of sellers will probably hold off on selling if they make an increase, because they probably feel as if they don't want to sell in a softer market. And then a lot of buyers will, and we're talking if they do an increase, a lot of buyers will maybe not be able to afford anything anymore to get into the market. So it could change a lot of things.
Yeah.
Right?
So hopefully we're hoping for better news. But again, we don't know, right? We don't have that crystal ball. I do think it's like what's happening is total opposite of what was last year. Like the beginning of the year was crazy busy, crazy pricing, and the latter part of the year was more quiet. It slowed down. So it looks like we are on the opposite. We're slower now with the hopes that
things will pick up.
Exactly, the second half, maybe as early as spring. We find that typically after Easter, things really change. So we're hoping that's going to be for the good. The market will pick up after Easter if it hasn't prior to that. But if not, we're hoping the second half of the year is going to actually really change and start picking up some steam.
Well, the market really changes with the seasons.
Yeah, absolutely.
When people slow down, when people hibernate, the market kind of does a similar trend. And when the weather gets better and people start coming out and stretching their legs again, the market kind of picks up steam. And but this year will be a little bit different because of the interest rate announcements that are coming. So we'll see what happens on March 8th. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. I know we're anticipating to see what happens. So, yeah.
Anything else?
I think that's about it. Varesh, we'll get back to you. Thanks for tuning in. Anyone else that is here?
Lisa, Stephanie, my sister Aldona, Jen
O'Brien, and whoever else tuned in. Thank you very much.
Thank you for tuning in.
And we'll catch you guys
next month.
Next month sometime we'll do another live, most likely again after the stats come out.
And after the announcement.
Yeah, of course.
So we'll see, and then we'll do our little analysis, what we think will happen in the future. Anyways, have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time. Take care.